Minister Ryan, your government is talking about significantly lowering speed limits to make roads safer, but a report prepared for your department last year by Transport Infrastructure Ireland found that lowering speed limits would actually result in more road deaths, not less. So how do you square that with the current policy?
There's evidence throughout the world, and I don't think anyone would disagree with this, that the severity of accidents at lower speed is significantly reduced. It saves lives. It's an incredible change, actually, in terms of the probability of avoiding death, depending on what the speed is. And I think it's a question of getting the appropriate speed and its safety systems first. It depends on the characteristics of the road, and what we will do in bringing to government, subject to government agreeing it, is recalibrate the Irish roads to make them safer for the Irish people. And that's absolutely certain in my mind, and that is something I don't believe TII disagree with that. The science and the evidence is clear. Speed kills, and the more we can bring it back down to the appropriate speeds for the road in rural and in urban areas, the more we will save lives.
So was the report mistaken then in its findings, would you say?
I haven't seen that report, but I think I may know where that comes from, because it is something that Minister Chambers touched on at Cabinet today. So we're not proposing to reduce speed limits on the motorways or, for example, on the major national roads, because there is some evidence that if you do that, it displaces the traffic then to smaller roads that are then more dangerous. So we're not proposing to reduce the speed limits on those big roads, those roads that have been invested in, the motorways, the major national roads. It's smaller, more rural roads, more dangerous roads, where the default speed limit will be reduced. But it's still councils still have the discretion to put them back up if they think that appropriate.
And urban roads. In our urban areas, the vast majority of urban areas, the appropriate speed limit should be 30 kilometres an hour, because there the difference between hit by a car 30 kilometres and 50 kilometres is a probability certain of life and death difference. So yes, absolutely, it has to be appropriate to the road. And I don't believe the current speed systems, the default systems, are appropriate to the nature of Irish roads, and that's why we will change them, to save lives.